final episode of Remnant 2 is here. Starting in the Ashen Wasteland on Root Earth, we begin our journey to the end.
This looks like Earth, but somehow worse.
Now, after this little skirmish I have here with the root enemy, there's a couple items here that you can obtain. I don't know why, but I guess I decided to collect them all again, even though I already have them. I guess the reason that I want to do this is because I'm a loot goblin, and it gives you scrap after you've already picked it up. The first time, the second, and so on is just scrap. So as you can see here, if you go to the left, when it opens up and everything, then you will find the reaping stone up here. I don't know if you can see, but there's little windows right over there, and we're gonna go get the reaping stone. And from there, you do a little jump, and you can then obtain the steel katana and dendroid armor. From here, there is one more item to obtain, and is the Hellfire gun. Right here, though, typically enemies spawn right here, and I was confused as to what was happening. Where were they? They're not spawning, and there's an elite over there that's supposed to spawn as well. So yeah, you see me go up here to go get it, and then all of a sudden, this elite comes barreling down after me.
Not bad. What?
So from this little checkpoint, if you go left like I'm doing, there is crates to find and a drop down point for another crate, and continuing this, you will find the resonating heart. I don't know what happened here. As you can see, it seemed the wave didn't work, and so I casted another one, but apparently the first wave I did work, so I don't know what happened there.
My lucky day.
There's one more item in this area. As you can see, instead of going down there, I go around and through this hole where you'll find Xania's Malice. I think I said that right, not sure. Upon dropping down, I find a crate, and of course, there's another little item. Again, I don't need it. I'm a loot goblin. I wanted the scrap, so I got this trait, even though I have max traits, and it gives me 500 scrap. And now gearing up for our first little take right here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in that room if I remember correctly, but right here is your first real, I guess, surviving. It's just wave after wave, and you just gotta survive. But unfortunately, I died here, so I'm gonna just skip to that death. So you see this little guy that's right next to the big one. Yeah, I don't know why, but these guys one shot. It was the worst experience ever. But on my second try, I was able to defeat them all finally, and I survived. So Second time went well, but the first one, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Upon completing it, there's an item to gain here. If you go all the way to the back of the trains to the left, there's a door open that you can go through one of the carts, and we will find the Haymaker's Ring. And upon entering this small little building here, outside of course there's a crate. Of course I gotta grab it. There's another crate right under over here. And there's, I believe, one more chest up over here. And first I grab, I forget, the Ink of Power, if I remember, if that's how you say that, Ink of Power. And then I grab the chest and continue on our journey.
Damn it!
And upon entering this area, a bunch of enemies will spawn, but if you can see, there's a little hole right here onto the left. If you follow that in, you will find the Dying Ember Ring. Okay, here we come across our first real challenge. This boss is really annoying. Yeah.
Wonder what that is.
So what do we learn here? That I had terrible timing when dodging. That is what I learned here. Okay, take 2. Yeah, that did not work out either. Neither did take 3 or 4 go well. Also, what even happened here? I don't know how I died, to be honest, on take 4. And after this death, I decided enough is enough, and I'm going to try a different build. The, I guess, tank build. It's not that tanky as you might think it is, but I should have done this a long time ago, to be honest, because yeah, you'll see. Oh yeah, I should have put this build on before I fought this guy the first couple times, because as you saw, that was my first run with this build for this boss. So, yeah. After defeating the first boss of this area, we now enter Corrupted Harbor. And after re-gearing back to what I've been using like 99% of the time, I become a speedrunner once more. And upon entering this area, as you can see to my right, there's a place to go through there. I don't do it, but there is the decayed heart over there. I already have it, and I just decided not to pick it up. So this area here, there are a couple items to obtain here, which I will get to in a minute. I of course get this chest right here, and next comes the, I guess, third challenge, which is just another survival wave.
Shit, what was that?
And of course, upon fighting these hooligans, I die getting one-shotted once again by these guys, showing how annoying they can be. And on the second try, I do much better, having a different strategy, deciding to, which I should have done on the first try, was just come up here. It's a little choke point for them, and it makes it much easier. And of course, I find a trait point here, which I don't need, and a box up there. Something I forgot to mention, upon completing the survival wave, when you enter this area originally and you go right, you have to complete it of course, but there's a passageway on the right side where you can go all the way down and find a bunch more enemies, where you can find escalation protocol along. If you have Dreamcatcher, there is a secret there to get invader class, if I remember correctly. Again, I already have all this, so I will not be doing that or showing it. And upon entering this area, if you go under the stairs in this box, you will find flyweight sting, if I remember correctly. And from here, we will also be obtaining decayed claws and probability cord.
Ooh, that's nice.
And just before you go up the final set of stairs, there's a loot box here, as well as the kinetic cycle stone under the stairs. The next challenge, and one of the hardest bosses in my opinion, Venom. So I switched to the tank class, and I still have quite a hard time with this boss. Yeah, let's just pretend that that never happened. But unfortunately, all these others, they definitely count. Yeah, I was still getting one-shotted from a certain ability that he did, as you can see, and it was driving me insane. Right here, though, I got stuck right there on that death, so that sucked. Okay, finally, after, what was that, 8 or 9, maybe even 10 deaths, I finally have a good run where I don't mess up and I don't get one-shotted. upon finally destroying and beating Venom, one of the bosses I dreaded the most, but now the next boss I dread the most is coming up here soon. And finally, we get to what is called the Blackened Citadel, where the final boss I will have to face to beat Remnant 2.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Wait! It won't work!
Anomaly. Step aside.
You did it. We're here. This is our one chance. If we stop the brute here, it's done. For good.
Corruption eradicated.
I can break the shield, but it'll take everything I've got. I'll be powerless. All right. Once we do this, there's no turning back. Either you win, or
Say it.
it's the end of everything.
Anomaly. Your chance of success is greater than 0. I was attempting to reassure you.
Yeah. Thanks. Very comforting.
Come on. Let's do this. Think you're ready? I got this.
You must hurry.
Hey! Traveler! Kick some ass for me.
Okay, here we are, the final boss. We finally made it. And as you can see here, I panic and I try to roll. And of course I'm heavy, so I flop with this class on. So that was my first death to Annihilation. And oh, how young and naive I was trying to destroy Annihilation with this build, because I die several times. On this, I was really mad because I misclicked. I did not mean to take out my sword and swing, and it cost me dearly. After dying several times, I basically said enough is enough, and I decided to beat him with skill instead of trying to be a tank, because that was not working out. So I go back to the original build that I've been using again, like 95, maybe 99% of the time, and lo and behold, I defeat Annihilation on my first try when I switched to the build I've been using all along, but it was very much not over, because that was just the first phase out of 3. And right around here, I like to call third phase, because when you get him almost to half HP on the second phase, he then goes into what I call the third phase, where you are just being constantly teleported, fighting both of them, I guess, at the same time. It's crazy. Finally beating Annihilation. But wait, what is this? There's more?
Now you tell me.
I'd hoped it would not come to this.
Come to what? Hey. Hey! There's gotta be a way. What are we doing here? There isn't a goddamn way.
Only 2 outcomes remain. The corruption consumes us all. Or
Keep! What's going on? Why isn't it staying dead?
The corruption is unviable. Remnant is no longer a viable option. The only outcome left is annihilation. To eradicate the corruption, the system must be restored.
Okay, what the hell does that mean?
It means wiping everything. Starting over.
Starting over? I thought we were trying to stop that from happening.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
This is unexpected. I am reluctant to execute.
No. Keep. There's another way. Traveler! On me!
Clementine!
That is right. We learn that we cannot actually defeat this guy unless a sacrifice be made. The ultimate sacrifice. And I guess if you want, you could call this Phase 4, which is literally another survival wave thing. And yeah. And thus ended my story. But was it truly the end? or perhaps a new beginning. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment your favorite part, and don't forget to share. Thanks, guys. Bye.